Hi, I'm Jasmine from Augurian. I'm a paid media analyst here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up automated 24/7 bid adjustments based on up-to-date data. Let's get started. So why would you want to do this? You want to be able to base your bid adjustments and your ad schedule on fresh data. You don't want to have to go in every season and reset your bid adjustments. People are not always going to be searching at the same time of day in the summer versus in the winter. So this is a really good way to keep your bid adjustments up to date without having to spend a lot of time doing that. To set this up, we will need 3 different things. The first is going to be Supermetrics, a marketing tool that pulls data from different platforms' APIs. The second thing that you're going to need is this script from Brainlabs. So we're actually going to build on top of this Brainlabs script. It lets you adjust your bids 24/7. So every hour of every day, you can set a different bid adjustment. Without the script, Google only allows you to set 6 different ad schedule blocks or bid adjustments on your schedule. And the third thing that you're going to need is the template that we are providing here. It's called the 24/7 bidder template, and this is going to make it super easy for you to set it up. Once you have these 3 things, set up your Supermetrics query, customize it to your client's needs. First thing that we're going to do is set up our Supermetrics query. We'll be pulling in cost, conversion, and click data, and we'll be splitting that to rows by hour of day and day of week. So here's how you run the query. You'll select your account, and you're going to select your date range. So you want to use the last X days and then select a time range that works for you. I've been finding 90 is a pretty good sweet spot. The last 90 days of data usually keeps things pretty fresh and up to date. And then we're going to put in here the cost, the conversions, and the clicks. So that's the data that we want to pull, and we want to split that by the hour and day of week. Make sure that you have your headers on. Don't have no header row ticked because this template is set up in such a way that we are using the headers. So you'll hit apply changes. It's going to run the query for you. Great. So you see the data populate here, super easy. We're actually going to go and run a second query in the same sheet. So what we're doing with this query is we want to get a base conversion rate that we can base our hour of day bid adjustments on. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare the conversion rate for each hour of each day, and we're going to compare that against the base conversion rate for the entire account for that past 90 days or whatever time period you're using. So yeah, let's pull in the conversion rate, super easy, set up your query, same account, select the same date range, and then the only metric that you'll need here is conversion rate. And you don't need to split it by anything. You don't have to be concerned about headers this time because it's just one metric. So you see it get pulled in there. Now what happens is you can jump over to the CVR Adjustments tab, and you're going to see all this data have populated. Super easy. We set it up for you. You can thank us later. What we're looking at is for each day of the week, we have the conversion rate, the suggested adjustment. So this is using a formula of the conversion rate for that specific hour of day over our base conversion rate for the entire account over the same time period, minus 1. That's a pretty standard way that we calculate bid adjustments here. Sometimes you might see 80% or 100% adjustment, or you might see negative 80%. That range might not be very comfortable for your client, and so what I've done is used a VLOOKUP table to adjust the bid adjustments. So you can see we've set up a VLOOKUP function. You really don't need to touch it. The maximum positive bid adjustment is going to be 50%, and then the maximum negative bid adjustment is going to be negative 75%. You can use the VLOOKUP table and kind of adjust it to fit your needs. Maybe you want to keep it in a smaller range, like 30%, whatever suits you and your account. We have everything all set up there for you. The next step is to look at this ad scheduling tab and basically make sure that you're not seeing any anything too crazy. Probably don't want to be bidding like 50% in the middle of the night. Other than that, it should all be set up for you in this sheet, and we're actually done with the sheet at that point. Next, grab the script from Brainlabs. Make sure you read through the instructions on how you can kind of customize it to your account. For example, there's like options to apply it to your shopping campaigns or not. So make sure that you read through all the instructions provided by Brainlab to make sure that the settings are customized to suit your needs. Once you've customized the script, add it to the account, and then we're gonna set it to run hourly. Make sure that it's referencing the Google sheet that you are using to build out your bid adjustments here. If you experience any issues or if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out and share with us. Thanks.